welcome back to Up Early. I'm Babz Ivy. This is LoveBabz, LoveTalk. I got two of my favorite people on this morning. Hey, Patricia Russo. Hey, Ronald Thomas.
My loves.
How are y'all?
Hey,
Better now.
exactly. I'm great. How are you?
Listen, I've survived Blizzard 2026.
Was it a big study day for you yesterday? Because you couldn't get out of the house, so you cracking the books.
That's all I can do at this point.
Proud of you.
So
really?
Yeah.
I tell all of my friends and people, my nieces and nephews about, hey, this is how you do it. Tell everybody that Babz is my hero. Anyway, she shows you
hold those accolades until graduation.
Well, you finished your first year, and that's the toughest one, they say.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't finished yet. Midterms are tomorrow, so we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Well,
we'll give congratulations after tomorrow. Further congratulations.
Right.
I'm great.
Yeah. I'm good. We're
okay,
busy.
What year is
We're
this?
Busy.
What year is this marriage?
This is year number 6. This is the 6th anniversary of Representation Matters. So it's a partnership that's been going strong for 6 years, and we expect for it to be going strong from now until Patti and whoever takes over from the two of us. And it's been a great partnership. I think
it
we've
really has.
Open people up to the value of getting involved in their community in various capacities. As we talked about earlier, this is an annual stop that we have to make when we're getting ready for the 2-day training. And of course, it's a 2-day training for people of color interested in running for office. This year, we're focusing on the state. But it's not just running for office, but those who might be interested serving on a board or a commission, working on a campaign, getting involved in the community in some kind of capacity that I believe they'll find meaningful and that will help the community.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
This is going 6 years. So, Patti, 6 years. Did you imagine it?
I actually did. The minute I met Ron and I met Joe, I said, this is going to be a forever moment. You know, when you meet your people. When you find my people.
So I know.
Yeah, right? I mean, always raising their hands, always saying yes, reading each other's minds in terms of, understanding and appreciating the collaboration. We all can't do it alone. That collaborating together makes us bigger and stronger and more effective. I've heard from people who have come to this training, this 2-day training, they come back every year.
Yeah.
They come back every year, and they hear different things, right? Different messages. We get different messages depending upon what path they want to take, right? That they're pursuing, and how to get there. When I was with the now defunct, sadly, Connecticut Permanent Commission on the Status of Women, every year, Babz, we would hear from women who would say, I want to get on a commission. I want to get on a board. And when they would finally find out and understand the process, the positions were already taken. Like, how do I get on, zoning? How do I get on the police commission?
Yeah.
By the time they figured out the process, there was no availability. So that's what's so critical. I mean, there's so many, critical reasons why this must and will continue. It's just leveling the playing field for everybody, right?
Exactly. I think, Patti, you talked about how many times how many times a woman has to be asked to run versus a man, and I think the same too is sometimes with people of color. We have to be told a few times and kind of see it as being a possibility that it's for other people, but it's not. It's for everybody. And as Patti said, that boards and commissions on the town level and the local level that has all kinds of vacancies. And we're going to talk to you about the process that you go through in order to get on one of those boards and commissions, and how to interact with the town committee, to how to be involved, and how to use that as a stepping stone for some things you may want to do also. But I have to go back to what Patti said about the beginning, and seeing it as a great partnership. You've got I work for the Association of Towns and Cities, which represents, of course, local government in Connecticut. And we have a world-renowned campaign school right in our backyard. So getting together is a unique opportunity, very unique. This does not go on in any other state. A very unique opportunity to talk to people about ways to be involved in their community, and easy steps that they could take. And I say easy steps, meaning clear steps. We're not saying that it's going to be easy, or that you're going to, if you run for office, win on your first try. But everyone whom I've talked to who runs feels a great sense of accomplishment in the process.
So tell me about the structure of this. It's 2 days still, right?
2 days.
All right. What do I get to look forward to?
I'll let Patti talk about day one, which is
day one is us. Day one is the campaign school. And as you know, Babz, because you're one of ours, it's the 1-day training. It's the campaign school, the basics. And the thing that I love about the 1 day compared to, you being a graduate of the 5-day, everybody's ready for the 1 day. Everybody, right? What I like to say is, if you have a newly discovered passion for politics and a pulse, join us. This is for you. This is for you, right? So if you're thinking about, maybe I want to run for office someday, join us. Maybe I'm interested in campaign management. That's really where more of my skill set is, which is definitely my path. Join us. Or if you want to learn how to be a more effective leader in your community on an issue you feel passionately about, join us. That's the beauty of the 1 day. So it's the structure for this one. We have some really exciting faculty and speakers joining us this year. So I always start off, because, it's me. So I start off with my top 10 political do's and don'ts. The things that no one tells you, I tell you, right? I don't want any bad surprises on the campaign trail. So we do that, and then we launch into effective public speaking. So the number 1 and 2 reasons why we don't have more people running, fear of public speaking, fear of fundraising, right? So those are the kinds of things we want to dispel right away, shine a light on those fears so you'll have a plan for yourself moving forward. So we have the fabulous Jill DeBonanno coming back to do that, to lead. She's a faculty member of ours, to lead on how to speak effectively, how to get your message across. And then we have State Representative Corey Paris, who's a TCSEL ambassador, in conversation with one of his best friends, allies, and partners, State Representative Eleni Kavros DeGraw, who's a grad of our school. They have such a compelling story about, as you know, Corey is a young, amazing African-American leader. Eleni is an amazing white woman leader in our state, and they talk about how they support each other. How Eleni has made sure that Corey is in the room when not necessarily it's been considered. Then I'm going to be in conversation with Jimmy Tickey. Jimmy is a dear friend, former campaign manager for Rosa DeLauro, serves in public office himself in Shelton, is Congressman Jim Himes, chief of staff. He just wrote a phenomenal book called Organizing to Win, a primer, right? Everything, kind of a how-to book. So I'm going to talk to him about, why did you write the book, right? Tell us some of the secrets in the book. What do you wish people knew now before they launch themselves that they don't, so they could avoid all of those rookie mistakes that you make when you don't know any better. Then it's back to me when I talk about effective networking techniques. And then the wrap up is always, okay, you've spent 6 hours with us. Maybe initially when you joined us at 10 o'clock in the morning, you were thinking, oh, I want to be a campaign manager. It's less terrifying. But now you've got the bug. Right now you're like, I want to run. Forget about campaign management. I want to run and I want to figure that out. So we talk about next steps. And Babz, as you know, we have a very active closed Facebook page for everyone who's an attendee of the campaign school, the basics. And yes, many of them think, wow, maybe I need to get to the 5-day. And they can get to the 5-day and can apply because we're currently accepting applications right now through April 13th. So that's our day.
Wow. That's a lot. Man,
It is
that's
a
a
lot.
lot.
It is a lot, but you know what? It goes by so quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Ron? Don't we say that like
It goes by very
every year?
fast. And I should say too, I mean, I don't want I don't want it to be lost on people that this is one of the great campaign schools of the world, and that we are providing this opportunity for you to hear from Patti and her faculty. It's a virtual and free event. So you're able to get this great information right from your home. We're not taking you away from any of your responsibilities at home, or if there is terrible weather like there was yesterday, you can grab a cup of coffee or tea and sit in front and in front of your computer and get some great information. And it is fun, and it is serious, but it is light too, and it is hopeful. It shows that anybody can run for office, be a part of a campaign, contribute, be an active member in your community, and it's what makes your community thrive. CCM takes over day two, and day two is kind of more like here's some information about state government, and here's some information about what you can expect once you get into office. So we have as presenters the Secretary of the State, Stephanie Thomas, who's going to talk about her Civics and Democracy initiative and her personal journey to leadership. We're also going to have Eric Russell, the state treasurer,
That's
who's
nice.
who's going to talk about why civics matters in the state and in a democracy, why civic involvement, citizen involvement is essential. And then we're also going to have what I think is a great roundtable discussion with Marcus Evans, who's a representative from the state of Illinois, but he's also president of the National Council of State Legislatures. So all of the state legislatures around the country, every member of the House and Senate belongs to this organization that he's a head of, and he's going to talk about how to what kind of magic is created if you're concerned about the community, what kind of great things can be done on the state level that really helps your community. And on that panel is going to be Jason Rojas, who's the House Majority Leader here in Connecticut, the first person of color to hold that position. And we're also going to have as moderating Bob Duff, who's the who's the Senate rather, Majority Leader. And then we're going to have a discussion with the local political campaigns, political committees rather, so you can find out how to be involved with those committees. The Hartford YWCA has a program to try to increase the number of people of color and women serving on boards and commissions, and they're going to talk about how to get it done. How do you do this? How do you get involved in communities? And then we have our own panel of seasoned experts who've been in the trenches, who can tell you all about how it is to run and what things you can do if you get in. It kind of helps you learn from the great things and the not so great things that other people have done, and you'll also be able to ask questions and get involved in ways and participate and form a community in 2 days that you really wouldn't believe. But I think people get the information they need. We don't sugarcoat it, but we show you that it's possible.
Right.
Wow. Man, you've got 2 days of some heavy hitters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's free?
and it's free and it's virtual.
Right,
It's designed to make it as accessible as we can make it for
right.
people, so that people, you don't have to travel anywhere. Frankly, we are thinking about having an in-person event, so that people from all 6 years can get together in person
Yeah.
in August. But right now, this is virtual. So again, if you have caretaking and other responsibilities, we're not going to keep you from that. You'll be able to participate and grow right to where you are.
And so, how do people find out? Like, how do you get access?
Yeah,
Who do I call?
you you can register by going to ccmcares.com. That's ccmcares.com. You can register. You register separately for day one and day two, and you'll see the list of speakers. And again, I agree with you. It's an impressive list of speakers, and I believe that again, that when you leave the day, you will find it extremely productive, informative, enlightening, and you'll think it's a day well spent. It begins at 10 o'clock each day, begins at 10 and ends by 3 p.m. And within that period, you're going to learn a lot, as well as I think form a community of the people with you, going through that experience with you, and you'll be glad that you took that time and invested in yourself to invest in your community and your children.
I love this. I,
Yeah.
I'm I am delighted that it's been going on for 6 years,
Yeah.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And the
We're
fact that people
unstoppable, Babs.
and the fact that people like the people that you recruit to participate, the speakers and such, they've seen this grow, and
Yes.
now, I mean, I bet you don't get any no's.
Yeah, we usually get about 100 people
Yeah.
for each day to sign up to participate, and are actively involved. As Patty said, we get some people who come whose faces and names I recognize
Right.
by
Exactly.
now, and they come just to learn. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
great opportunity to just get some world class expertise and experience, and hear about the experiences of people who've been in the game for a long time. And a lot of people really want that, and like the idea that it's so accessible and that it's free. But you're right. Some people thought it wouldn't last. When we started 6 years ago, one of the critiques that we received was that these things never last. They go for 1 or 2 years, and then they end. And we said, no, this is not going to happen. We're committed to this, and it's going to continue to happen. One of the people who's going to who's going to offer a welcome to everybody on day two is Mayor Passero of New London, who's the president of CCM, just to demonstrate CCM's involvement in continuing this work. And we just think it was important then, this sort of a community involvement work, and it's important now, and it'll be just as important in the future. Democracy does not work well without civic participation. It just doesn't. It's hardwired for participation by citizens, and again, we're in New England, where you really have a history of direct civic participation, and we have to continue that.
I love it. I love it. So, what are you most hopeful about? Because we are in a very different kind of political climate than I've ever seen in my lifetime. So, and when people come, are they fueled by that? Are they like, oh, I have to make some changes, or changes have to happen, or I want to get in, or I want to, I mean, are you feeling some of that?
A
Well,
lot of
I'll
that,
let
I would say, yeah. I would say a
Patty.
lot of
Yeah.
it, a lot of it, a lot of it. People are so overwhelmed by all that's going on right now that they don't know which way to turn. They don't know how to be effective. What can I do? And as you know, Babs, the thing about our work, again, you're one of us, it's very joyful work. It's hard. And again, to Ron's point, we don't sugarcoat it because that's not going to help anybody. But it is such incredibly joyful work. You're making a difference in your world, in your community. And so, when people say to me, gosh, you're so upbeat. How can you be so upbeat? The work is so joyful. The women that I'm talking to from all walks of life are just like, help me find my way. And that's what the 2 days, that's what we do. And to Ron's point about, we are not one and done. I mean, when we were first talking about creating this collaboration, that was the first thing we talked about was it can't be once and then off we go, right? Oh, good luck to you. It has to be a multi-year commitment, right? Meeting
Right.
people where they are. And that's why I think we're seeing all these repeats of people remembering, oh, that was fun, or I learned so much. Let me go back and continue to tweak my path. That's phenomenal. Phenomenal. And again, I don't know any other state in the country that offers this. I
No,
do not.
I can tell you that there's not. We've told other state leagues about this, and they find it incredibly interesting, and the a state league and a great campaign school can get together. But people do come year after year because again, sometimes you participate and you're kind of caught up in the awe of all of these people, kind of finding your tribe, if you will, of people who want to get involved in the community, who want to try to make a difference on in their own way. And so you're saying, okay, I want to come back next year so I can focus a little bit more on this part of it or that part of it. And again, you hear from people, you hear from experts who tell you about how to get it done, but you also hear from people who've gone through the journey. And again, we just don't talk about running for office, but we also talk about other ways that you can be a leader in your community, depending on your personality, your comfort level, your schedule. What we want is for people to realize their potential and not to kind of underestimate what they can do. That there have been people before who've had your schedules and that sort of thing who have done the kind of work. Babs, you've done it. You've been not only a member of the campaign school, but you and I served on a local board together years and years ago, which launched
Which
your
is this, wait, doesn't it have the distinction of being like the first?
the oldest local civil rights commission in the country. Yes,
Mm.
Yes,
you and
yes.
I served on that, which led to your participation in the police commission, which led to you running for office, and which I hope whet your appetite for the great things that you're doing now in law school. She's taken hers to another level and it's all in the name of service. Babs is not planning to be a big corporate lawyer. She wants to work in the justice division, helping people who sometimes don't have access to lawyers. But so there's a wide variety of ways to be a public service. It's completely rewarding, and it's something that you can do even if you have other types of restrictions or responsibilities. There's something that you could do, volunteering on a campaign, or helping organize on an education issue in your town or something like that. So you'll have tools that we're going to give you to begin your journey down that road, doing those types of things, and
Well,
it's free
thank
and
you.
virtual.
Thank you for saying that. And I think you make a good point, both of you, that everybody's not going to want to run for office,
Mm-mm.
but there's something in people who want to be in community doing something. And
Right.
I don't think people sort of think about it
Mm.
beyond, in a bigger way for themselves. And y'all come and say, well, it's not just about running for office. It's serving on boards. It's
Mm-hmm.
caring about your board of education. It's
Mm-hmm.
caring about all the things that go on in your city and your town.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that resonates very well with people, that they could see the possibilities for themselves to
Right.
serve beyond
Right.
just running, not just running
Right.
for office, but running for office.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with that said, what I don't want is for anyone to underestimate him or herself and say, look, that running for office is for other people. I just don't have what it takes because I've not gone to this school or that. I sure don't want that. And so we want to encourage people to consider it, but also know that there are other avenues. There are all kinds of avenues to be involved in. And again, if you have some frustrations or concerns about what's going on in your community, your state, then there are ways to be involved to help things out. Or if you like what's going on, there are ways to make sure that these programs that you like continue to continue to exist, and that if there are programs and things that you think that would be of significant help to people in the community, there are ways to try to get involved and make sure that these programs they go into effect and are able to help the people that need the help. And then sometimes too, you have a kind of unique perspective on a particular issue that could really be enlightening to people who are in office, and you could play a leadership role in helping those people understand how it is to deal with these situations on the ground level.
Well,
But again, it's 2 free days. The first day, again, this Saturday, February 27th, with the campaign school, and the following Saturday, March 7th, with CCM. Again, get information at ccmcares.com. Free.
I love it. Wow. So you're ready. We're ready.
We're ready. We're ready. We're
We're
enthusiastic.
ready. We're
We really
excited.
want to
Yeah.
see people. We're really excited about, I think what we do is very important in terms of helping people find their way to be more engaged in the community, to be a civic participant. It's extremely, you and I, all of us know how rewarding that can be. And we want to show other people a path, kind of light a path for them to go down.
Well, thank you both for joining, for getting up early this morning.
I'm happy to. I'm happy to.
Always
Thank
for
you for
you,
having us
Babz.
on. This is
Yes.
a tradition that has to continue to exist.
Correct.
Through our good luck charm.
Yes,
Oh, I
exactly.
appreciate that.
Exactly.
Listen,
That's true.
I love that y'all do this. I love that you think of coming on this show to talk about it. And I appreciate you and love both of you very much. And enjoy this. I can't wait to hear how it all goes on Saturday and then the 7th. So thank y'all for coming on. It's good to see you both.
Great to see you too.
Great to see you.
Thank
and
you so
good
much.
luck.
Yes, good luck. We're always cheering
We're
you
both so
on.
proud of you. We're both
Cracking
so proud
those
of
books.
you. Both so proud of you.
Well, thank y'all. Enjoy your day and
Yeah.
be careful out there.
Yes.
And I will see y'all soon.
Yes.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Thank you,
Thanks
Babz.
again, Babz. Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank you
Thank you,
so much.
Ron.
Bye.
Thank you, Harry.
Bye. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, feel free to jump off. I'm
Oh,
about to jump
Okay.
off.
Bye.
Bye, hon.
See you on
Thank
Saturday.
you.
Bye.
Bye.